Who's gonna find me there? Tell me. Nobody. So how can an entity be so careful not to lose me and let me get away with this? That's because I'm microchipped. They don't have to worry where I am. Once I find a doctor with enough balls to admit that there's a microchip in there with others around, that the truth is out, I'm free. I have no interest to say who put it in there or even to tell anybody. But some people have to know in case these guys decide to do the surgery, because it's easy for those surgeons then to fuck around with you, with your eyes. Listen. So why did we experience this noise, this muffler? Because I walked into an area where they can't come and bother me. So they bother me right off the start as soon as I walk in there with noise, loud noise. That's how this works. Cars can't come in here at this time. Looks too obvious. So they're gonna make noises. Fast bikes. Listen. You hear that? You're in a machine. Once you get chipped, this machine surrounds you. This proves it, man. How could they let me here alone at night? If I'm not microchoked, there's a car coming. Look, I don't believe it. I think I see a shadow. Listen, you hear that? This is a nice, quiet, safe area. Now they have their people here already all night in case I come. Because people that live in these houses don't park 10,000 cars on the outside like this. Look. You won't see cars parked outside like this. Now they're gonna make noise. Because nobody can bother me here at night. No cars, no people. And if I stay here long enough, they'll bring in a car. Or they'll keep on making noise on the outside. Or somebody will come out of the houses, which is not the people who live here. It's their people staying overnight because they're in my zone. There's a certain zone that there always has to be people covering real people there in that zone. It has to. Listen to the noises they're making outside. Now it's 3 a.m. If I pass by a house where somebody comes out, you know he zips a part of it. He's in on it. Listen to the noises they're making. Listen. You see how the noise starts when you walk in a side street? You're being surrounded by a machine that follow that microchip, and it tells them what they need to do to it, either movement or noise. When you disappear off the radar and in a place where they know there's no one around that can get you visually, then the noise starts. It's the second effect of the machine. This is the 5th time I mentioned this on video, and this is the 5th video where I mentioned this and I prove it. That's how this machine functions. Listen. It's like I'm on a racetrack now around me. Because I can't be bothered with noise here. Not that they're afraid that they're... Listen, the bus. Everything. Noisy engines now. At 3 o'clock in the motherfucking morning. Now, as soon as I get into an area where I could see the major street, you'll see a car pass by. Watch. They time it that way. There you go. Noise now. Noise. Look, the bus. They time it perfectly so I see the back of the bus and he had a signal on. These are the special videos that I give you guys that nobody can give you in the world, in the whole planet. I don't care who says they're being gang stalked by what, not to take away from them, but nobody will give you these videos that I give you. Because I can come out at any time and show you what I'm under. Because it's on me 24/7. You have to be microchipped in the eye for this system to work on you, what's been done to me. This is not being done on anybody else but me, at least here in my area. It's a machine. Look at the amount of these cars parked outside. Why? Because these are the people in the area here in case they need to. They get in their cars quickly or they block off the real people so I don't meet them. If I go to any different area now, you will not see this amount of cars parked outside of houses. because they're the closest to my proximity. Imagine there's that many people living in one house. There's like 100. Why? Another 100 over there. Usually see one outside or one inside or one outside and one inside, and because there's a function for these cars. That's why I mention it. It's right across my building now. Too bad it's too dark. I can't show you guys much. You know how many the lights are on, so you can't see the amount of cars. But this is what I'm not supposed to see. Now you'll see a car pass by over there. Guarantee you within the next minute. If not here on the bigger street up there. Listen, I can hear the cars and buses. How many buses have you heard so far in the last half an hour? How many TTC buses should run on the road at this time? It's 3 a.m. Do you see now that the TTC, how you could prove that they're in on it in the middle of the night? So those are the guys at the station over there that work for them, that take out this bus, there's nobody in it, and come here just to make the noise for me. I just proved to you tonight that the TTC is on it. 5-6 buses in less than 15 minutes. It doesn't run like that at 3 a.m., guys. Because that's called a noise campaign. They can't bother me visually in here. They resort to noise. They like to do both. But when they're desperate, they can't get to me visually. They have to get me by way of hearing. And the longer I stay here, the higher the noise. A lot of these houses where you see the lights on, that's where their people are camped out for the night. This is a big job. It's been going on for a long time. But now we've gone to a certain point where it's finished. I know the truth. I know what to do to get out of it, everything. I'm taking all the right measures now. Doing all of them at once. So now let's decide to stay here for a while to show you what's going to happen. Now you're going to start to see cars coming in here eventually if they can't create noise. Now that I started walking this way, listen to the next noise attack and the coming car. Anytime now. I'm going to shut up till then and relax. Noise, car. Fine, in the middle of the night. What's over here now? Let's see. Noise, cars. Watch, on a small street like this one. Noise. Look, listen out for noise. And there's somebody outside on their phone at 3 o'clock in the morning. So these are the people who camp out here in the middle of the night in case. See now, nobody's here to bother me with noise or cars. They put someone right on the balcony with their cell phone at 3 a.m. I hope you could see, but that's how it is. But now if I go over there, what are they going to do? So they have their people here all night as kind of guards. I've been here in the wintertime so many times and seen cars parked on top of the grass. They see me, they take off. Tons of videos. In the middle of 3 fucking a.m. Who sits on the fucking balcony with it? Because she wants me to see her to get irritated so they can distract me. But we're not going to distract her. Watch this. Now what are they going to do? See, she blocked off that area. This area, they can come by this major street. It's not a major one, but cars can come by here. So we're going to screw them both. Watch. See? She covers the whole area this way. See, look how annoying this is. You're not alone anymore. So when she sits over there, she covers up all this area. And if I go over there, then they get the bigger street to pass by. It's covering certain areas. But the beauty of it is I have their license plate. I remember their faces. So once I'm out of this prison, all I have to do is type in that license plate. And then I know exactly who they are. So now that I'm back, they have to bother you. They can't give you peace. How else can you get bothered if they don't do this? Because cars can't come in here and they can't make noise. So now let's see who's going to open their door over there. This guy put on the water fountain. Nobody puts on the water fountain all night at 3 a.m. That one opened the door. Let's see what they're going to do over here. To show you. At 3 3 a.m. The conspiracy waged against me. They leave cars in the middle of the street where they don't have to. They could have parked those cars inside. They didn't have to leave them on the street. There's space inside. Listen to the noise now, and a car comes soon. Watch. Listen. Noise, car. There's no way out of it. They turn on the AC in Food Basics. Listen. I'd have to hear some. Look, look, look. You think these are normal people? At 3 a.m. they open their door? These are the guys in on it, guys. They don't live here. They camp here overnight. They use those houses, they rent them because it's in my area. They cover my bubble. Because if I was going to meet normal people, I'd go knock on their door at 3 a.m. I wouldn't go in the daytime when there's tons of people around. You know what I mean? And that's the time where they want to have those people blocked. Look, the TV's on. It's 4 a.m. almost. So they can get me out of here so I can be bothered with the light. They start to move, they come out, make noise. You've seen that on a lot of my other videos. Don't forget, it's 3 a.m., 3:30 now almost. Let's see now how they're going to bother me. They're going to have cars over there and people. Look. Pass by in that little area. Watch the cars pass by there now. It won't take long. Not long. Well, keep watching. They're going to make noise from the house behind me here. Soon. This one. Watch. Car, noise, or anything. Watch. Let's relax. Look at that. A truck. What did I tell you? At 3:30. They want to keep me bothered. Because this light will annoy me. And that light over there will annoy me. There's annoyances, so I can get to a part where the major street can annoy me. So now we're gonna fuck all of them, go back down to that really quiet street. Let's see how they're gonna annoy me down there. We wanna stay out of annoyment. So, how did these people know that I came here? What, they contact them, tell them he's approximately around your house? It's a microchip, guys. Okay? They have it on their phone. So, the only way, the reason why they were able to get away with this and keep me for this long is the money. The money, the money, the money. If I had a couple grand in my pocket right now, I wouldn't be here. I'd fix my shit up tonight and I'll ditch them. I'll go rent somewhere in a different place. They can't do jack motherfucking shit. It's over. As soon as I rent in a different place, it's done. So now we're gonna go to that street. They're gonna pass cars now over there. See, they put the lights on at 3 a.m. What kind of a house puts the lights on outside at 3 a.m.? So they camp out here at night. It's their people. It's not people who live here. Look, they're gonna get cars to pass by in that little area. But we're gonna go sit in a place where they have no houses lit up. Watch. The show. Look how many are gonna pass now. They're gonna take advantage of this area to run through 5, 6. They already ran 3. By the time I get there, they're gonna be 5, 6. Watch. Because here you can hear the cars. There's another one. 4 in a row. In a 1 minute span at 4 o'clock in the morning. They can't bother you here. But here it's closer to the street. They can have cars run by there. They've studied it. And here there's huge big trucks in front of you parked. Those objects, you don't want to look at them, trust me. If you just see them once or twice, it's okay. But if you looking at them all day long, they start to bother you. They clutter your view. Something that's not natural. It's a machine being put in your face. The lights are on at 4 a.m. See how they're strategically, every 6, 7, 8 houses, they have them? So you don't sit in an area and not to see lights in your face. See how they're strategically done? They're not like one house here, one house there with the lights on. They're strategically done so they can get you in any area you sit in. You look that way, you get a light in your face. Because they can't annoy you in any other way here. Look. Now you find one over there. Look. Every couple of houses. So you know they're taking over all of them. See how it's strategically lit? Now I'm closer to the street here. They're going to start making the noise now. The trucks, the whatever. Listen. 4 o'clock in the morning, for fuck's sakes. Listen now to the noise from the street. Listen. Lights. Nobody puts their lights on at 4 o'clock lights. See how it's strategically every couple of houses? Look. Now you're gonna start to hear cars. Another house is lit here, look. This is my area. Because cars can come here. Look, over here. See, they just turned on the AC. Did you hear that? Look. It just turned on right now. Alright guys, it's a microchip. No human being is this accurate in turning things on when you get there or getting out of a place and attacking you when you get there. Now, I'm gonna record for you. Every single one who's claiming he's a doctor, we're gonna covertly record that conversation. And I'm gonna show you what they say and how they do it. And what after they take the exam and say there's nothing in there, when we get to a doctor that's gonna say there's something in there and we're gonna remove it, we're gonna have all these conversations recorded from all these doctors to show how they lied. That's how we're gonna nail them legally. And I'm gonna make sure that I'm see every ophthalmologist in Toronto. They're not gonna be able to hide it from me. And when I see him, I'm gonna see his ID. I wanna know that that's really the guy. From now on, that's what I'm gonna start doing. No ID, bullshit. You ain't that person. Because that's how it is. Listen, now you're gonna hear the bike. Because they can't irritate you here with something else but the bike. And the cars passing by. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. So we're gonna go over here. Let's see if somebody comes out of here. Look at the lights at 4 o'clock in the morning. Who puts their lights on like that? Look at the amount of cars in front of the house. Those are the people that camp out here, that start their morning routine to roam around my building at 5, 6 a.m. They gotta park somewhere. They gotta rest somewhere. They gotta take a leak. You know? Look, the lights up there, lights here, lights back there. Are people sleeping in the house at 4 in the morning or having a party on Sunday night, Monday morning? That's how it is. There's nothing covert about this operation anymore. It's becoming super overt. It's being fully exposed. In my neighborhood, every 5, 6 houses, one of them's on. You have to see patterns to know that there's a machine doing this. When you don't see patterns, it could be coincidences. But when you start to see pattern, that proves to you that it's an automated operation. There's patterns. Every 3, 4 houses, one is lit. That's a pattern. That's how you know there's a conspiracy. There's something going on there. It's a simple mathematical equation. Look, she's looking out from the curtain. She just moved it. Look, she's right there. I don't know if you can see the human being behind the curtain. Unless she closes it, you won't. Right there. Look. Who's gonna look out their window at 4 a.m.? I'm not making any noise here. Who doesn't sleep at this time? They're all old. That's how you know, guys. That's how you know. Nobody leaves the lights on in the house, in the bedroom, in the bathroom, in the front at 4 a.m. And it's every couple of houses there's one. They're strategically placed like that. There's a pattern between them. Just like when we were on Consumers Road over there. You saw a pattern between every car that passed by. That's how you know it's fake. They're trying to make it look normal, but there's a pattern between these cars. They're timed every 2 minutes, every 3 minutes. If it was a normal street and normal people passing, left work, how come you don't see 2 in a row and then for 10 minutes you don't see any? And then you see 3 in a row right away? How come you saw a pattern, one every couple of minutes? It's that pattern that gives this out. It's not a covert operation anymore. There's something fishy there. There's a pattern of cars. The time intervals, they make it a pattern. A covert operation with this knowledge becomes overt. This is how I make my enemy look like a fucking idiot. Because I'm smarter than him. I point out things that he doesn't realize he's doing. He's trying to be a sneaky fuck, but in reality, if we both want to compete in sneakiness, I'll outsneak his fucking ass. But I don't want to be sneaky, it's filthy, man. I want to be decent. Because the people who can, listen, the engine goes on again, hear the motor. The people, guys, who can be the sneakiest are the good ones. Because you always want what you can't have. And the good ones can be sneaky and can be evil. But they can have it easy, that's why they don't want it. They want to be good. Because that's the ultimate. That's the epitome of things. It means you're strong. When you feel good about doing bad things, that's because you're a fucking incompetent loser. Those are the only things that give you value, that make you feel like you're worth something, because you can't do anything else. And I've proven that over and over again, the difference between me and this dumb enemy. Look at the pattern, that house, this house. You never saw throughout the whole way 2 houses lit and none lit. It's always one every 4 or 5 houses. It's this pattern that sells it out, that there's something fishy going on. The interval, the space between them, it's always the same. There's a tactical, mathematical something happening. That's how I exposed them, because they're a bunch of idiots that did this to me. The only thing that they had working for them is this fucking microchip. If this microchip's not in my eye, they can't do jack motherfucking shit. I'll meet these people on the street, they don't even know who I am. Well, unless the ones that live in my building, they really know what I look like and everything. You know what I mean? They won't know, guys. See, now if I sit here and relax, the bugs will come right away. It's weird. It's a weird microchip. It attracts certain creatures of nature. Weird. So this is how this fake world is constructed that I've lived in for so long. This brainwash bin. You know what I mean? This is so beautiful. See, they didn't make any noises after that, what I mentioned to you guys. Because every time I mention something, and if it does happen on video, they'll look bad. I will prove the case that there is something going on here. And they're doing whatever it takes for that, because I'm getting so close to remove the microchip. And if I can prove on video that there's a conspiracy around me to stalk me, then they'd have to, by law, look into my eye properly to take out the microchip. So they're doing whatever it takes for my videos not to show legit proof of conspiracy. Because the worst thing you can do in a country is commit conspiracies. This is the biggest charge that you can get for. Because it's an illegal underground operation that can eliminate so many subjects and nobody would know. The worst thing you can do in any country is conspiracies, guys. People go to jail for the longest amount of time from conspiracies. And what was done to me was obviously, it's a hidden microchip without me knowing. Do you know how big of a conspiracy that is? With thousands and thousands of people that stalk me on a weekly basis. Do you know how many people will go down if this reaches the light? Look. Right away, a car passes by when I come this way. At this 2-second, 3-second interval. So how did this car time it so well? This is what I'm trying to prove now. I'm going to prove that I have a microchip. Now the stocking is pretty obvious. Now I'm going to prove that there's a microchip. How did this car pass by in those 2 seconds that I got in here? It doesn't take me that long to pass this area. At that perfect time, the car passed so can pass my face. How? How did they time it from the outside? They know exactly how I'm walking here. Well, somebody's watching me from the window and telling them exactly, oh, he's in front of the red tree now. He's going to get to the black car. You get it? So the idea of still making videos is to prove that there's a conspiracy. There's a microchip in here. There's a microchip in me, man. In my body. I still have to get a full MRI too, because I could have a couple of my body. I had a couple surgeries too. It's not just my eyes. Do you know what a crime it is to put a microchip in someone's eye without telling them? Do you know how much jail time you can get for that? The clinic that did it for me, whoever was behind it, regardless who it was. It's a huge conspiracy, guys. To do it for someone behind their back, microchip them. And the laws here in Canada, do you know what they would do to that entity? They will crucify them. Look what they put on the floor so I can bump into it. A piece of plastic. They put things for them to make noise for you at nighttime so you get annoyed. They're pathetic. They're a bunch of kids. Look what they're doing in that house. Did you see the light going on and off? Look. I don't know if you'll see it again. It's hilarious. They're all in there, all of them. They get paged. They know. As soon as they sit... Look, people within my radius. There's a radius. It's pretty obvious. I figured it out. There's a radius. And people within my radius, as soon as I make any move out of the house, it beeps. They have to be right beside it. They know where I am. As soon as I get close to them, they prep it to make noise or whatever. This is how this works. I picked this up back in December. When I tried to escape that night, I figured it out. That I'm microchipped. But... it's the stress that I've been under from then till now, and it couldn't make me think anymore. This should have been done a long time ago. But you gotta remember, a guy who's all alone, being stressed like this. I didn't know back then that my mother was on it yet. And wintertime, freezing, snow up to here, couldn't go anywhere. Those things did delay a lot. This should have been done a long time ago. I figured all this information out a long time ago. But huge, humongous attacks were being done on me. Humongous, guys. Humongous attacks. In covert ways. Watch, you're going to see a car now. Look. What is that? See that? You see? You see that car make a U-turn? What time is it, guys? It's 4:30 in the morning. I come to an area, I go, look, you're going to see a car now? You see a car make a U-turn. You get it now? Thank you. That's good enough for tonight. I'm going to end this video very soon. I'm going to put in the description. Please go to minute 14, 1:14, an hour, 14 minutes for super proof. Either hour, 14 minutes or 114 minutes. I don't know what it is here. How would this guy know to do this to me right now in the middle of the night? How would he know my exact location? That's a proof that there's a microchip in me. Because I've showed you that the intention of these cars is to create movement and show lights on my face. And as soon as I get to that corner, I'll show you, watch, there's a car, a guy makes a U-turn right there, and we see the lights on our face. How did he know I was there at that time? Obviously, he's doing it for me. Now we've proved it. There's no question about that. Now we want to prove how. There you go. Welcome to microchip land without your own consent. In the hospital. If it's in my bodies, I know exactly what surgeries I did and who were the doctors. And if it's in my eyes, I know exactly who are the doctors too. Let the shit hit the fan soon. Because they can tap into any doctor they want. I'm getting this fucking looked at. ASA motherfucking P. And it's going to be recorded on video. There's a special microscope that records a video so you can see exactly what they're seeing. So they can't give me the excuse of lying, say there's nothing in there. Like I believe these motherfuckers now. I'm going to tell them, you think I'm going to trust you? The last eye doctor I trusted microchipped me without telling me. So obviously they don't want to tell you that there is one because it's going to make eye doctors look bad too. That's their biggest fear from the beginning. That's why they didn't care about this talking if they get charged for it. Because merely if a court finds out that there was a microchip in my eye without telling me, the whole entity is going down. You know what I mean? Because that microchip has codes on it. You can tell. Once they get this tested out, you open up the light to the government. It's finished. They're fucking history. And the amount of people that have done this to me, covertly, where are they going to hide? Thousands and thousands of people. And I'm pretty sure a lot of them are being threatened. A lot of people that don't want to do this. I could see it on their faces. There's a lot of people that do not want to do this. It's like I told you this before. I can see on their faces that they look like they're being forced to do it. This is what they look like. I can sense it from them. A lot of them aren't being told what's going on. I had to myself keep telling every person I bump into, now you're going to see 10,000 cars pass by. It's pretty obvious. I had to tell 10,000 frigging people in their faces that I know what's going on. Why? Because it's compartmentalized. They may not tell them. They may lie to them and tell them, oh, he doesn't know, don't worry about it. So I had to make sure. This is the reason why I flashed it in people's faces over and over again over the course of months. To make sure that even the lower people, and a lot of them knew. Because you don't trust these fucking entities to tell their own people the truth. They just want them to do the work. They don't give a fuck. They're not going to tell their guy, oh, don't worry, go provoke him. He's not going to hit you. They don't care if I hit their guy or kill him. They want to win the case. They're ready to sacrifice one guy on the bottom. But it's not them that are stupid. It's the people that do it that are stupid. You know? So this, look, they're still there. Look, in the building. They used to have people, as soon as I get to the building, come in with me, wait for me here at the garage. Look at my old videos. This is heaven, man. I've never experienced this. They're scared now because I got close to the truth. I know I'm microchipped. For a while, I took it off my mind. I said it's impossible. I was going through a lot of doubt. Now I know, fuck, it's the only way, man, that they could track you. How else? And the depression, my depression, look how fast, look how annoying he is. Just before I got home, I had to hear this junk. Now, it doesn't matter. 1:14, minute 1:14, so you see the proof. All right? I may not be able to upload this video for you tonight because I'm tired. Just gonna crash, go in the morning, do my daily things. Look, one car is leaving the building. Look. As I get here at fucking 4 o'clock in the morning. Look. Look how many are parked in front. That doesn't matter anyways how many are parked. Just to show you the active ones in front of me at 4 a.m., guys. As soon as I get to the building, they leave. They used to come in with me as I come. Flash the lights on my face from there. Pure harassment. Listen to that. He went over that bump. Chick, on purpose. So he annoyed me with his view and he made noise for me as he left. Look. At 4 fucking o'clock in the morning. What was his business in this building at the time I came back right now? And he still hasn't crossed because there's a zillion cars going. Look at the raccoon over there that just ran. Did you see him? There's a raccoon there. Even the raccoons. So it's this microchip that's attached to whatever's around me. It attracts it, it vibrates. I don't know what it does. It's got to do with my eyes. I got to look in that direction for them to try to cross that direction. It gives them a place for them to cross. Look what they put for me, look. Before I get into the building. Look at the stupid shit. The objects get smaller and smaller. There's fucking retarded people, man. They're sick. Whoever did this to me has no fucking brain, you know? Listen to the noise. Look, 4 o'clock in the morning, look. It's you have to see a retarded looking walk. They want to show you those retarded walks. It's the disabilities that they want to show you over and over again before you go to sleep at 4 a.m. Disability walking away. 4 a.m., guys. I'm gonna prove it to you now, wait. I don't have the keys, so let's knock on the door. See if she's home. He's gotta be home now anyways. Good, I can sleep a bit now. I'm tired. I gotta wake up early tomorrow.
You don't answer.
ما في دخان, eh?
No. I'm saying when
I'm busy, I'm recording. Before, look.
Today.
I'm recording when I don't answer. An hour and 30 minutes, 2 hours I've been recording straight. If I cut it, the video will cut. I'm still recording now. I want to put on the time for them. Live time. What time is it now? It's 3:15 a.m. Okay. So this is GMT, July 22nd. Yeah, 7:16 GMT, which is 3:15 a.m. Okay.